good. I'm good. Hanging in, doing my thing. How about, watching the kids be crazy? Other than that, it's all good.
But that's good.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Shabbat Shalom.
Hi,
Shabbos,
Billy.
Shabbos.
Shalom.
Marla.
Oh,
Shabbat Shalom. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom.
Perfect,
How are
perfect.
you?
All good.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Oh,
All right. We are live on the interwebs, my friends. So just wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. Shabbat Shalom. We are so excited to be here tonight, and we're going to begin services in just under 10 minutes. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves, say hello, and we'll begin in about 9 minutes.
Yeah. So how's the week been for everybody?
busy as usual. How about for you?
I'll be ready
Same
tomorrow.
way, stuck inside. Go out occasionally to do some shopping.
Oh,
My kids don't come in. My grandkids don't come in, and they all live around here.
Uh-oh.
I've seen them outside though. We can,
well, that's nice to be able to at least see them outside,
yeah, and we have a lobby in our condo, so they can come in there too with enough seating to sit far apart.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That
so they
works.
do come around.
That sounds
I'm blessed.
That's very much so. How's Bernie doing? Things are good? Good?
Things are good. Bernie's at his old self, couch potato.
Well, we all need a hobby, right?
Yeah, that's his hobby. That's his hobby.
How's that new grandbaby?
She's so beautiful, and she's so, I mean, she is.
How old?
sweetest. I've only held her once and been near her once or twice, but she smiles. She's such a happy little girl. and
Just
brings me
delicious.
joy.
I love it.
Yes, yes. I mean, most of our grandkids are here. One is moving to Minnesota, but just for 8 months, and hopefully he'll come back this way.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but the rest work from here, around here.
Oh, that's so nice.
Mhm.
That's so nice.
Wonderful.
All
One set of my
right.
grandkids moved back from Germany.
Oh, what were they
for
doing in
5
Germany?
Well, her husband is German, and she met him when he was an exchange student. So they were there for 5 years, and he just finished his PhD in mechanical engineering, and they moved permanently back to the States.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and they live in Skokie. And she teaches at the Old Orchard Junior High.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and he has a position too.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Very, very nice.
What do you think I'm dressed
Yeah,
up
when we lived in Italy, it was we were all about going to the German bases. They were just so much nicer.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, mostly because they were Army Air Force bases. Our Navy base was not as fun as it sounds.
Yeah. Well, they did a lot of traveling. You know, once you're in Europe, you get around. And actually, she is a dual citizenship because her mother's Greek.
Oh, lovely.
You know, so she speaks Greek, German, and English now.
Wow, that's incredible. So what does she teach at the junior high school?
She's a high school English teacher.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, how
As
fun.
well as I have another granddaughter too, who was working in Phoenix, and now she's home, and she's also a English high school teacher.
Oh, nice. Wow, you've got a whole bunch of English teachers in your family. My
Right.
goodness, I love it.
Smart girls, right? And other good ones.
Good. That is wonderful. Speaking of teaching and learning, I do just want to make sure everybody's had a chance to see the very awesome adult ed experience Rabbi shared with us with the Hartman Institute. Super
More
exciting
information will
stuff.
follow.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to steal any of Helene's thunder, but make sure you do sign up. So here's the only thing, the sign up is not through us. So that's not something I can check and make sure worked or didn't work. But I can you sign up if you have any struggles or anything like that. So it is through
Is
the
that the
Hartman
one on
Institute.
a week from Sunday?
That's the one that starts on Monday.
Especially for the most
Monday.
vulnerable students.
Is it 2 consecutive Mondays, Amber?
These students
So
need to.
here's the interesting thing. I think the keynote is that it starts actually on the Monday, and then there's this whole awesome week of different kinds of lectures and different, oh no, maybe 2 weeks actually.
We're gonna pick
Oh,
the
there's
ones.
Lori.
We're gonna pick the ones that we're gonna highlight to have discussions for, but it's just this Monday night.
Saturday night.
That
Okay,
little
I can
Marina's
look.
daughter is a.
Yeah, it's very cool stuff. Like really, and you know, the kind of thing that not everybody has access to. So, you know, how lucky are we?
So she's very oral. She doesn't. Mila Cohen's the mother of 3 students, including a 15-year-old with
I
special.
can hear
needs.
somebody's listening to the news. You might turn that down in the background.
But the Chicago Teachers Union's not happy with the plan. In a tweet, it said remote learning isn't ideal, but it's safe. As COVID cases rise.
Whoever has the news on might wanna mute
No.
their account, or we'll mute it for you.
Jody,
Grades to gauge their interest in returning to the classroom, but it also
Kinda.
says anyone who wants to
See
continue.
who it is. That's really interesting.
It's not me.
Nope, no, Alice, I know it's not you. Did you get I see you got your Zoom question figured
No.
out.
It worked. I have no idea what I did last time, but
You know, I understand sometimes there's a golem who gets in there. And if you just take care of that golem, it's not a problem anymore.
but anyway,
Shalom,
thanks.
Helene.
It's working fine now.
Wonderful. All right, friends.
Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat
Shalom.
how are you?
I'm good. How's everybody?
Good.
Good.
All right, friends, I will remind everyone we are live on the internet and we will begin services in about 3 minutes.
Oh my goodness,
Good, wonderful.
7 minutes.
Shabbos, everybody.
Hi, Eunice.
Hi, Eunice. Hi, guys.
So nice to see all
Hi,
these faces.
Helene.
Hi, good Shabbos, everybody.
Good
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shabbos to you.
See you.
Shabbat shalom.
hello, Doris.
Bill, I'll catch up with you early next
Hi.
week. I know I owe you. I'll get back to you.
All good. Nothing is moving at any kind of pace these days.
Of course. You doing okay?
Doing well. How's everyone in your world?
Everybody's great.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Yes, Doris, you look good. Nice to see you.
Doris, how was your pizza?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Melanati.
But it was too big.
Yeah, give me a large. I heard you say it. You know,
I had a
Never too
first
big.
part of it.
Very good.
How did we do? Did a lot of people go?
I'm sure they did, but that's not. We'll have to find out. Might be too soon to find out. But soon.
Oh,
It's
'Cause
Chicago
I
pizza.
like
How
to
bad
know.
can it
Yeah,
be?
really.
well,
The rabbi's wife.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
This
is teed out.
Oh my goodness. John and Linda in the same box? Is that possible?
My computer's not working.
Oh my, I don't even know what to do with myself right now. You're in the same square. I didn't even think that was possible.
Isn't. I'm just a meme.
You're Linda's
The
virtual
hologram.
background. We know. It's fine. All right, Shabbat Shalom, friends. We're getting able to begin services and enjoy Shabbat together. Very exciting. We are live currently, so I just wanted to offer that as a friendly reminder.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Gary.
Shalom.
Hi, Gary.
Nice to see you.
Oh, somebody's got lovely music in the background. Shabbat Shalom, friends. Welcome to TBI services. We're going to go ahead and get started with celebrating Shabbat.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Maya Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, friends. Today is the last Shabbat in the Hebrew month of Tishrei, and it is Shabbat Bereshit, the Shabbat where we begin again the cycle of the Torah reading once for another year of learning. We begin our Shabbat worship with the welcoming of Shabbat with the blessing of the Shabbat candles.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of all the generations of Israel who have kindled lights, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, eternal our God, sovereign of the universe, who has taught us the way of holiness through mitzvot and commanded us to light the kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Amen.
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 Yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, mamai, mai, mamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, 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 yasmachu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yeram hayam umelo yasmachu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yeram hayam umelo yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, mamai, mai, mamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mai, 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 mai.
Hariu l'Adonai kol haaretz. Hariu l'Adonai kol haaretz. Pitzku ranenu, ranenu v'zameru. Pitzku ranenu, ranenu v'zameru. והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אלה מיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקורה ברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. For the final verse, we rise and face the entrances to our homes. We turn towards Jerusalem and sing together. בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, לזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, לאמונתך בלילות. שיר ליום השבת, טוב אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנה. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה,
אמן.
בעלמא דברה חירותי, בימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו
אמן. יהי שמי רב המבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם וינשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה. בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמא ואמרו.
Amen. We continue on page 28 with Baruch Hu. We rise in body or in spirit. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach, Hamevorach leolam vaed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chokhma poteach sharim, ובתבונה משנה עתים ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור, ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. ואל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך ותא, עמך ותא, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובנהגי יומם ולילה נהגי יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל אוהב עמו ישראל שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 40. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אליהם, נורא תהילות אוסף אליהם. מלכותך ראו בניך, חוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
ונאמר כפת אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We continue now with the tefillah on page 48. We rise and we turn to face Jerusalem.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר מושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך הקדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Page 60. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata Shalom, Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי Adonai tzuri v'goli yiyu l'ratzon imrefi והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני צורי צורי וגואלי וגואלי.
Shabbat Shalom. This is not only Shabbat Bereshit, but it is the Shabbat on which tomorrow morning we will call Jacob Ornstein to the Torah as a bar mitzvah. Jacob, we are so excited for you because, as most of us know, you were scheduled to have your bar mitzvah last April, and this coronavirus just got in the way of it. But the Shabbat on which you were going to be called to the Torah was called Shabbat HaGadol, the great Shabbat. So this Shabbat, because you will finally be called to the Torah tomorrow morning, is also a great Shabbat. And we want to ask these words of blessing on your behalf. May you be a faithful Jew, searching for wisdom and truth, working for justice and peace. May the one who has always been our guide inspire you to bring honor to your family, to our congregation, and to the whole people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Mazel tov, and get a good night's sleep. Friends, in the Talmud it is related that someone once asked the collected rabbis, what do you think is the most important verse in the Torah? Rabbi Akiva is reputed to have said, love your neighbor as yourself. That is a great principle of the Torah. But Ben Azai countered, that a greater principle is found in a verse of Bereshit. In fact, in this week's Torah portion, in chapter 5 of Bereshit, of Genesis, the first verse says, Zeh Sefer Toldot Adam. This then is the record of the history of earthlings. When God created the earthling, God made the earthling in the image of God, male and female. Ben Azai's choice of verses is nothing short of genius. This week's portion includes many ideas about good things and bad things, about creation and destruction, about love and procreation, about enmity and fratricide, about mortality and morality. It's all there in this portion. But Ben Azai chooses to emphasize what is common to us all, what is common about us all. His lesson is as crucially relevant today as it was when he taught it almost 2,000 years ago. We live now in a time when there are some who choose to emphasize our differences. We live now in a time when there are some who choose to stoke our inbred bigotries and try to gain some political advantage by highlighting that which divides us rather than that which could unite us. And truth be told, we make it easy for them to do so. Each of us, after all, has unconscious bias that propels us towards seeing difference before we see commonality. We each have a tendency to seek out our own kind, to be with people who seem to be like us. But Ben Azai comes to teach us that that is not human nature. That is not the way we were created and formed. That is not written into the human genome. Those ideas that emphasize difference so easily and so significantly are actually social constructs. They are ideas that we have been taught, that we've been taught by people who benefit from those ideas. They are ideas that we have been acculturated to assume as correct, but we do not have to accept them. It will not be easy to reject them because we are so accustomed to them, but we can overcome. This week marks the beginning of a new cycle of reading Torah. As we read again about creation, we should imagine a new beginning. We should imagine that we have the capacity and the possibility to create a new and better society. If we work hard to imagine a world that privileges commonality over difference, then we will be able to find the wherewithal to resist the demagoguery of those who stoke our bigotries, and we will find the strength and the resolve to be accepting of all people as being like us rather than different from us. That is the genius of Ben Azai's understanding of Torah, that we are all fashioned in the image of the Holy One, and that we are all descended from a single common ancestor. From this understanding will flow additional ideas like equity and equality, morality, responsibility, acceptance, and community. So let these be the ideas that guide our thinking and our speaking and our voting in this new year. Ken Yehi Ratzon. So may it be God's will. Now, in the midst of our joy of celebrating this Shabbat, we take a moment to acknowledge our awareness that there are some whose joy and whose celebration is diminished due to illness. We mention particularly Karen Perlmutter, Sheldon Cohen, Wayne Silverman, Carrie Bellows, Alan Sporn, Andrew Bider, Yagoda Rushevich, Esther Mendelson, Francis Twarog, Ronald James Sullivan, Dennis Gelbart, Cassandra Grady, Seema Tolchinsky, Karen Zandi, Jason Edward Zimmerman, Sandy Rubin, Jonathan Raven, Chana Devora Bat Ita, Clayton Isbitz, Richard Aarons, Chana Fagel Bat Yenta, Asher Gedalia Ben Malka, Werner Hyman. We think of them and others of whom we know who are in need of healing, whether healing of body or healing of spirit, and we pray that they will soon know a refuah shalema.
מי שבירך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו, may the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. מי שברך אמותינו מקור הברכה לאבותינו, bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We turn now to the concluding portion of our worship at the bottom of page 282 for Aleinu. We rise in body or in spirit, and we turn towards Jerusalem.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, לתקן עולם במלכות שדי, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own, Zichronam Livracha. We call to mind those whose yahrzeits are observed on this Shabbat. Ben Altman, Michelle Behrens, Mandel Berman, Sarah Burnfield, Ruth Blaine, Yetta Kaslow, Joseph G. D'Amato, Irene Friedlieb, Charles W. Friedman, Ida K. Friedman, Ella Froman, Edward David Garber, Ronald Giffen, Mindell Goodfriend, Julian Goodfriend, Rabbi Paul Goodman, Charles Grossman, Sidney Hatowski, Robert E. Heeman, Sonia Cart, Darlene Kaufman, Eugene Kirshner, Irving Cohn, Albert A. Connick, David Korn, Julius Korn, Renee Levy, Rosalind C. Levy, Rose G. Lizdowski, Nathan H. Malkus, Jean Melnick, Jacob Miller, Jerry Mork, Fanny Morris, Molly Moses, Minette E. Austin, Benjamin D. Plotkin, Dr. Harry I. Powell, Leah Rocklin, Dr. Henry H. Rubin, Phyllis Sandler, Jerry Schlocker, Louis Schutz, Bernard Siegel, Abe Starr, Olga Stern, Bessie Sussman, Helen Tennant, Michael H. Trapper, Anna Wilma, Ben M. Zeff. To these thus named, we add memories of dear ones not now mentioned by name, but cherished in their mourners' hearts, as all those who mourn now rise for Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayichon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'gala u'v'zman kariv imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mivorach Le'olam Yomei Omaya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitba'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar V'yitale V'yithalal Shemed Kudsha B'richu, Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbachata V'nechemata, V'amiran B'yalma V'yimru, Amen. Yehi Shalom Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim, Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'nomav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen.
V'imru, 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 Amen. V'imru, 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 Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. I hope that you and yours are both well and safe. Thank you, Rabbi and Marla, for leading us both in prayer and song. Please be sure to read your Staying Healthy at TBI for the services and programs that are listed. Tomorrow morning, Shabbat services at 10:30. Jacob Orenstein, son of Michelle Orenstein and Daniel Orenstein, will be called to the Torah, which can be viewed live stream on our TBI website. To Jacob and his entire family, we wish you Mazel Tov on your bar mitzvah. This Sunday, October 18th at 10 a.m. via Zoom, our adult education Jewish Learning for Jewish Living will feature author and journalist Larry Tye speaking about his new book, Demagogue, The Life and Long Shadow of Senator Joe McCarthy. This presentation is co-sponsored by our TBI Brotherhood. If you have not pre-registered for this presentation, please do so as soon as possible because time is running out. TBI has a wonderful and unique opportunity to join together for adult learning over the next 2 weeks, beginning on this Monday, October 19th, thanks to the Shalom Hartman Institute. They are presenting a series of lectures and presentations as part of a symposium called Judaism, Citizenship, and Democracy. Please check your email from Rabbi Weinberg sent yesterday evening, giving you all the details for signing up for the lectures, as well as the follow-up conversations with our own TBI members led by Rabbi. I would now like to read a poem that was submitted by Alice Salvi entitled Autumn 2020. Beautiful fall colors of autumn leaves, red, russet, and golden yellow. They lift me out of doldrums I didn't even know I was in. I chose a color and knit a sweater, peaceful pastime in a peaceful season, as I hope for serenity for myself and for the world. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We'll conclude by making Kiddush. Erev Voker Yom HaShishi. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם. ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה. וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורי פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצבנו. ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית. כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדיש השבת.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.